Hey guys, I'm Jacob. I played Chimera today, so I went undefeated 4-0 in the box tournament today.
Very nice.
Back-to-back box dubs for me.
Back to back?
Pretty excited for that. So, no shout-outs to Alex behind the camera.
But I'm
Shout-outs
on
to
pure
Travis, who
Yu-Gi-Oh!
hosts the channel.
I am Travis.
Shout-outs to the Row Games for hosting the tournament for the locals. Shout-outs to the wife and baby at home.
Oh yeah,
And,
shout out to them.
Ready to get into it?
Yes, let's get into the sauce.
So for the Chimera package, it's 3 Sword Knight, 3 Coatl. These are your 1-card combos. This discards to add any card that says Brand Infusion on it. Usually you're adding this. And this is your Lone Fire Blossom, which adds, or which specials out your beasts from the deck. So usually you're specialing this guy out. On summon, this guy adds Fusion and a beast. So it usually adds your Chimera Fusion and your Gazelle. And then Gazelle on summon adds a Fiend, so Baphomet, or Fusion itself. These guys also have graveyard effects. When you have the Chimera Fusion on board, this guy banishes from grave to negate a monster effect, and this guy banishes from grave to negate and destroy and effect that targets.
Very cool.
We played 3 of the Fusion spell. You could theoretically play 2.
Okay, what's it do?
So this only activates during the main phase. It's basically El Shaddai Fusion. Only during the main phase, it has to use a Fiend or a Beast. So it's got to use one of these guys. And then it adds itself back if you have Chimera on the board. So it's not a once per turn to activate, but it is a once per turn to add back. These guys also, when they're fusion, have a bonus effect. So this guy adds an illusion monster, and this guy specials an illusion package.
Very cool.
So that's it for the illusion package.
I am going to put another counter on this and draw another.
For the supplementary engine, we played 3 Brand Infusion and 2 Albaz. Obviously, it's a fusion deck, so Brand Infusion is a natural fit. You could also play a much bigger branded package, including like Opening, Aliber. There's a combo where you can add Spriggan's Kit off of your Baphomet effect and special that to get Branded a white to end on a Mirror Jade as well. I don't think any of that's really needed. This is just plenty enough. So between the 3 Brand Infusions and the 6 illusion monsters, you have 9 1-card combos to get you started.
Cool. You know, I think Matt is the best branded player.
Probably. I'm a terrible branded player. We play the Patchwork engine, just 2/2/2. It's fine. Plays into Droll a little bit, but also gives you a chance to extend a little bit just in case you get stopped on your Sword Knight or something, just to give you poly to help extend. Because this is a Fiend, so it's technically eligible to use for Chimera Fusion.
Very cool.
And then having the poly engrave helps your Guardian Chimera be untargetable.
Nice.
But so the best part about this deck is that you theoretically have somewhere between 15 and 16 like non-engine cards, so you can play really whatever you want. I played a Kashtira package.
The best part about this deck is the Kashtira cards.
The Kashtira cards.
Might as well just play Kashtira then, bro.
There's actually pretty good theory behind it. Really what it is Fenrir is the best one. If I had another Fenrir, I would have played 3. But Fenrir is a body on board and a body in hand. So basically when your whole idea of the deck is to get to Guardian Chimera, this gives you 2 of your bodies and 1 card for your Guardian Chimera.
Oh, very cool.
And I played Birth just as something to add off of Unicorn, but really I don't think this is really all that needed.
So just 3 Fenrir?
So you could play like 3 Fenrir, Unicorn, and a Scare Cash just to give you extra bodies. Birth does give you a little bit of like recursion, but it's fine.
I think Tier Cash would be pretty cool.
So the cash cards are really good. For the rest of the dungeon, I played 3 Ash, 2 Droll, as generic hand traps, and then I played 3 Kaiju and 3 Book of Eclipse. Book of Eclipse for the Cash and Prelude matchup, and then this Kaiju, specifically this one because it's a Fiend that you can use with your Chimera Fusion, and then just as a Kaiju just to help you going second and to help against crits. And that's the main deck. So theoretically, you want your non-engine cards to be monsters because Guardian Chimera needs monsters to activate, so that's why most of the non-engines monsters. I thought about playing Valor as well, just because Valor's a good one to draw off of the Guardian Chimera on their turn.
What about Kurikara over the Book of Eclipse?
That's also fine. I just don't own those cards.
Oh. So sorry, Jacob.
For the extra deck, we played 2 Chimeras and 1 Illusion Chimera.
Yeah, I saw you OTK with this card.
So this is part of your 1-card combo. Basically what it does is on summon, it rips a card from hand on in phase. So essentially what you're doing is you're using Chimera Fusion, fusing the Baphomet and the Gazelle into this, so you're getting chains 1, 2, 3, chain to add, chain to special, and then this one to send a card on in phase. This has a graveyard effect to banish from grave and to special one of your illusion monsters from graveyard, so it can kind of help you not die because all of the illusion monsters can't die by battle. So you potentially can help get yourself back to turn 3 with this card, and this starts everything. This guy I only summoned 1 time. I could have summoned another. No, this only came up once. But what it does, he comes out and he kills. So he's the killer and the finisher of the deck. He is summoned with this guy and any number of illusion monsters, and he can attack however many times you use materials. So basically, in the last round against Pearly, when I debarriered him, basically and got it back to my turn, I was able to get this guy with 2 attacks and just attack twice for 6k. He negates the monster that he attacks by battle. It doesn't get destroyed by battle because it's an illusion, and then he puts it to 0 and negates its effects. So he's like a Boral Sword Dragon or something all by himself.
Oh, I like Boral Sword.
Yeah, that card's really good. And then I played 3 Guardian Chimeras. Shout out to Derek for giving me this one. Oh, and shout out to Perlin for giving me the Chimera Unicorn.
It's my unicorn.
You definitely don't need 3 of this card. 2 is fine. I never summoned more than 2, but I had 14 extra deck spots after putting everything in, and I didn't really know what else to put, so I just put a 3rd one in there, just in case I needed it. The Guardian Chimera is basically the heart and soul of this deck. What you're pretty much doing is you're ending on a board of this card, taking a card out of their hand, and then using your Baphomet to reborn your Sword Knight, and that's all in 4 summons so that you're never dying to nib. And then on their draw phase, you tag out the Swordsman to special the Baphomet to add 2 cards, and then your Chimera Fusion is set up for a Guardian Chimera play already. So you get somewhere near 4 disruptions just by those 1-card combos.
Yes!
Whoa, very nice.
$10 CR. Let's fucking do it. Finally.
For the branded cards, 2 Mirror Jade, 1 Rimbrum, 1 Lubellion, and 1 Albion. This is the one that you're making off of Branded Fusion because you're sending Albaz and Gazelle to go ahead and search for you for your Sword Knight. And then he also kind of has the effect too where he can banish from grave to make a Mirror Jade. So technically the second Mirror Jade could come up. But you know, they're branded cards, they're good. And then for the rest, we played Magnum the Reliever.
What's he do?
Magnum is pretty good.
What does he relieve?
And pop a card has a quick effect by banishing a poly. And then he can also target a poly, put it on the bottom of the deck, and draw a card. So
Cool.
this guy's pretty cool to make off of Chimera Fusion. And then I played Super Poly targets. Dragosapelia, Mud Dragon, Garua. The 15th card, probably instead of the 3rd Chimera, could have been the Draco Equest guy for really cool people that play Vanadium, but no one else besides me plays Vanadium. And also I couldn't find it, so this is what it
Oh, you
looks
should have
like.
asked me, I had one.
This is the only one that really came up for me today because I played against Infernoble round 2, and this just cleared the whole board. So that's the deck. For the side deck, we played Anchor Tops and 3 Nibiru's. We played 2 Talents and 3 Super Polys. There's a lot of ghosts.
Oh, you don't main Super Poly?
I decided to side it and put in the Book of Eclipse because Super Poly's not great against every matchup, which, you know, like your Kashtira and your Pearly matchups are not like auto losing to Super Poly, so I just really wanted this just for the matchups that I cared about it for.
Okay.
And then again, you want monsters for Guardian Chimera. So those are the good ones. And then just D-Barrier as an auto win card to go first.
Yep.
And then just some generic back row removal, evenly matched Harpies.
Well, alright. No thrust?
What?
No thrust?
Did not play Thrust.
Oh, give him back. Alright, well, congratulations, Jacob, on winning the box and going undefeated in our tournament of Duelist Nexus. Catch you guys later on the next deck pool.